Namo Buddhaya. Dear children, it's a great pleasure for us to share a valuable teaching taught by a Supreme Buddha. The Buddha's teachings will help us to reach a state that will never decline, that will never change, and that will never be lost. That is the state of Nibbana. Once you achieve the state of Nibbana, that is achieved forever, and there is no more suffering remaining. So it's a great pleasure for us to share the Buddha's teachings with young children, with young kids like you all, to train your minds from your young age itself, and then to develop your minds to a great extent, and to tame your body, speech, and mind from your small age. So when you gradually grow, when you get old, when you get matured, you can cultivate wholesome thoughts, you will do wholesome deeds, and people will love you. People will love to associate you. Why? Cultivating good deeds have been a practice in your life. You have been used to practice wholesome thoughts and wholesome qualities in life. So when you have good deeds, when you have good qualities, people will love you. So in the same way, children, the opposite of good deeds are bad deeds. So from small age, from your young age, if we don't do good deeds, we will tend to do bad things. And the bad habit of practicing and doing bad deeds will become a habit, and then you will get matured, you will grow with bad qualities. And then when you start working with people, if you had to work in a company or in a working place, or maybe with other people, you will have a lot of difficulties. Even for a small reason, you might get angry. Even for a small reason, you might feel like taking revenge from them. You might feel like giving up that job. You might feel like staying at home. You might feel lonely. So all those future dangers will be abandoned when you practice the Buddha's teachings now itself. So that's why we are so happy and fortunate to teach you that will give you a final solution, that is Nibbana, and that will never decline. So remember and be happy through the Mirror of Dhamma program from the monks of Mahamevana Buddhist monasteries, with the guidance of our teacher, Most Venerable Avasarai Kirivatgoda Jnanananda Mahathera, our Lokaswamin Wahansa. You all are so fortunate to learn the Buddha's teachings, to reach something that will never decline in life. So let's go for refuge to Buddha Dhamma Sangha and observe 5 precepts and listen to a small Dhamma sermon, and then take part in the normal sessions as we did in previous programs. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. So let's go for refuge to Buddha Dhamma Sangha and observe 5 precepts before we start learning Dhamma. Now say together with me. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi.
Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. To observe the 5 precepts, say after me. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, for rebirth in heaven, and to realize the Four Noble Truths. In this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Namo Buddhaya. Dear children, now you are getting ready to listen to a Dhamma sermon. Today, as for the Dhamma sermon, I would like to teach you to offer things in a respectable way. The advantage of offering things in a respectable way. The value and the good karma that you will experience because of offering things in a respectable way. And also the danger of offering things without respect. No respect. So people can offer things with respect and without respect. So the way that you offer things in a respectable manner is you can give from your own hands, and then you don't give things that you throw away. You offer things that are dedicated for offerings, and you give by believing in karma. So then those are giving things in a respectable way. And you organize them properly, you wrap the thing it properly, and you organize it properly and offer things. That is a respectable way. Now the story we are going to learn is a story that a person offered something without respect. So just giving things for the sake of giving. Now see what happens when you offer things without respect. So this conversation took place between an arahant and a ghost. So now when arahants see ghosts, arahants do not get scared. Why? Arahants have abandoned fear. Arahants have abandoned fear. So ordinary people, they have not abandoned fear. That's why they get scared when they hear about ghosts. So after this ghost was seen by an arahant, that ghost told to the arahant, Bhante, as a result of my meritorious deeds, a large farm of sugar cane has appeared for me. He has done a good deed in past life. Unfortunately, I am unable to eat from it. Please tell me why I cannot eat them. Even though I try very hard to pluck out a stalk, I fail every time. Leaves of the sugar cane cut my body and I become very weak and I faint. I am suffering very much. Please tell me what bad deed I did in the past. Now this ghost, in his mansion, there's a beautiful sugarcane farm in the ghost world. But then when he goes near the sugarcane trees or the sugarcane plants, what happens? Those small trees, the stalks, when he try to pluck a stalk, those stalks will damage that demon, will hit him. There are trees, when you touch the tree changes, and there are very sharp ends, sharp leaves. Even in the hell, children, there's one part in the hell where hell beings are punished. When they are being chased to punish, to escape, they run through a forest. When they run through the forest, for the leaves, what happened to the leaves? For the leaves and for the other branches, what happens? Due to the sharp edges, those hell beings' bodies get cut and they die halfway. Then due to the bad karma, again they are born in the forest of leaves with sharp edges, and again they start running to escape from the punishments. But then when they try to escape from one punishment, they suffer from a different punishment. When they try to escape from the punishments given by the hell wardens, what happens? They are injured and they are damaged by the sharp leaves, by the edges of the sharp leaves. So see how people suffer when they do bad things. Now when people do bad things, they don't remember. When people do bad things, they don't understand that they will have to suffer a lot. When they do bad things, they do it with happiness. But later they regret, why I did bad deeds. I wouldn't have done. The same mind that told us to do bad things, later the same mind will ask, why did I do bad things? So do you like to maintain a mind like that? No, that's why you are learning the Buddha's teachings. So the problem is, now this demon, he's going to this sugarcane farm and trying to eat some sugarcane, but then he's unable. His hand get cut. He can't touch the stalks. Then he says, with a weak body I collapse on the ground because no food. Once they are born in demon world, among ghosts, some ghosts, when they go near water, water turns into blood. When they go under a tree for a shade, what happens? The shade disappears. Then when they look and when they think of a cool breeze, the breeze changes. They will experience a hot breeze. No place to escape. That's why Buddha said, children, once for the ones who do bad deeds, even if they go to the space, even if a person goes to the middle of the sea, even if a person goes inside a cave, that person can't escape from the bad karma. That person can't escape from the bad karma. So why should we do things that we can't ever escape? We should do things that we can escape forever. What are the things that we should do that we can escape forever? From what we should escape? We should escape from the birth, from the nature of being born again and again. We should escape from that. To abandon birth, we should stop accumulating karma. To stop accumulating karma, we should follow the noble eightfold path, children. You can start with right views. You can start with the 10 right views. We have taught about right views. So to learn about right views, we have done another sermon in Monks in the Morning program about right views. You can listen to those sermons. So, and then you can develop your life. So remember, children, we should have a strong determination to stop this journey, going in this journey of endless births and deaths. Then we won't suffer like this. Then I tremble like a fish thrown to the hot ground. I am crying, please tell me why this is happening to me. Now this ghost doesn't know why he's suffering like this, but this Arahant knows the reason. Now this great Arahant can see this ghost's past life, what he has done. So then he's saying, I'm starving, thirsty, and weak, overcome by extreme thirst. I have never experienced any happiness. See, in ghost world, no happiness. Please, Bhante, tell me how I can eat the sugar cane. Now, what he has to eat is only sugar cane. Only sugar cane. Now, the great Arahant says, you have done an evil deed. What he has done? An evil deed. When you are in the human world, in which world? In the human world. Now, in which world are we? In the human world. So, don't do evil deeds. I will tell you what that is. One day, you were going somewhere while chewing a sugar cane. Now, in a past life, he has eaten sugar cane very well. But in this life, he can't eat sugar cane. Then what has happened? Another person came up behind you with the idea that you would share with him a piece of sugar cane. But you did not pay attention to him. You pretended as if you did not hear him. See the danger when you pretend. When your parents call you, when your siblings call you, when your grandparents call you, if you pretend as if you did not hear. Learn from this story what happens. Then what happened? The man who came behind, this person who was chewing a sugar cane, then he begged for a sugar cane, saying, good sir, please give me some sugar cane. He asked for a small piece of sugar cane. But then this man who was chewing a sugar cane, this demon in the past life, he said, with an angry mind, reluctantly, you passed back. What happened? 2-3 times he asked. The person who came from the behind, who requested a sugar cane, asked about 3 times. But then, with an angry mind, reluctantly, what he did? You passed back a sugar cane without looking at him. That means, when you give something, you should look at him and respectfully give something. But this person, he just gave while he's facing front. When the person is at the back, he just gave from the hand, just like passing something to a person who's standing behind you without looking at him. It's like this. You are facing your back towards someone that you are offering it to. Is it good, children? Don't ever do that. And don't ever throw things to your siblings even. Go to your brother, go to your mother and give it from your own hands. From your own hand, give it to your mother and father. Even to the monks, offer things respectfully. Even to the Supreme Buddha, don't offer with one hand. Use both hands to offer something. Then what happened? He just passed it without looking at him. Just from this hand, just gave like this. Don't do like that. See the bad karma, children. What happened? That is the bad karma you are experiencing now. Therefore, now you should also turn your back to the sugar cane and try to pluck it. Then you will be able to eat as much as you wish. In this way, you will be happy and satisfied. Now see, this great Arahant advised that demon to go backwards and then pluck a sugar cane while he is facing back to the sugarcane farm. See, the way you give, the way you get. In whatever the way you give, in that way you get. If that person would have turned back and face and then smiled at him and offered with respect at least half of the sugar cane he had. Actually, he had a bundle of sugar cane. There was a bundle of sugar cane carrying. But then what happened? He was greedy. So now because of greediness, children, see what happened to him. He had nothing to eat. Even he had something to eat, he couldn't eat it properly until that ghost met an Arahant. Do all the ghosts meet Arahants like this? No. Only few ghosts get the chance to meet Arahants like this. And do Arahants remain in this world forever? No. During the Supreme Buddha's time, there were a lot of Arahants. But now, We only hear about Arahants, but we don't see Arahants. In Supreme Buddha's time, Arahant Moggallana was a great Arahant. Was extremely an Arahant. There was no doubt in Arahant Moggallana. Arahant Moggallana was a chief disciple of the Supreme Buddha. Arahant Moggallana went to divine worlds and came to human world and told the human beings how to go to divine worlds. Arahant Moggallana saw the demons, ghosts, and told other people, look, like this man who was living in this human world, now he's born as a ghost. Sometimes Arahant Moggallana has not met that person before. Even that person who died, their relatives knew that Arahant Moggallana has not seen that person who have died before. So Arahant Moggallana, without seeing those people from his naked eye, he was able to tell, Arahant Moggallana was able to tell where those people who did bad deeds were born later. So Arahant Moggallana had a developed mind to see how other people are reborn. Who is there for us to tell like this? We are still depending on what happened during the Supreme Buddha's time. During the great time of Arahants, during Arahant Mahinda's time. So today, children, from this sermon we should learn that when you give something, we should give in a respectable way, not in a rude way, not in a harsh way. Even if you give something to a person poor, even to your servants, even to your workers, yet the giving is belong to you. The actions are belong to you. The other person could be a worker, the other person could be a slave or a beggar, but who performs the action? If you perform an action with a pleasant mind, with a happy mind, the good result of that action belong to you, children. So may you be wonderful children who belong to good actions, who belongs to good karma, and then live a peaceful life, thinking one day, when you close your eyes one day, before you leave this human world, you'll be happy thinking that I am a person who have done a lot of meritorious deeds, not bad deeds. Such people are born among Devas, such people are Buddha's disciples, such people are following the path to Nibbana, and I'm one of them. So that assurance comes by practicing the Buddha's teachings. Therefore, may you have the opportunity to give things in a proper way, not like this demon did and later suffer. If you have done something, if you have offered something in a rude way to your mother and father or to your siblings, go to them and worship them and ask for forgiveness. Apologize. So today we learned this sermon from the book of Stories of Ghosts. So if you have this book, read this. You will learn more stories like this from this book and then make your life successful. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Dear children, now you have come to the meditation session. So today we will be practicing loving kindness meditation. Children, when you practice loving kindness meditation, you will experience 11 benefits. So first of all, I will teach you the 11 benefits. Then you will have a happy mind to practice the loving kindness meditation. Children, this loving kindness meditation should be practiced just like a vehicle. Like a vehicle is moving, we should always practice loving kindness. So the benefits are, when you practice loving kindness meditation, you will sleep very well. You can wake up very well. You won't see evil dreams. You will become dear to humans, and also you will become dear to non-humans. Deities will protect you, and no fire, no poison, no weapon can affect someone. One can concentrate the mind quickly. One's facial complexion is serene. One dies without any confusion. If one does not attain a higher stage of enlightenment, one will be reborn in the Brahma world. So if you like to go to a Brahma world, what should you do, children? Practice loving kindness meditation. Now, haven't you seen evil dreams? Falling from high-rise buildings, from mountains in the night? Haven't you seen funerals, nightmares, funerals in the night?
So if you don't like to see these evil dreams, what should you practice? Loving kindness. Genuinely spreading thoughts of loving kindness. Genuinely practicing wholesome thoughts and practicing wholesome qualities. So let's practice loving kindness meditation. Now close your eyes. Sit in a comfortable posture. Sit in a comfortable posture and then close your eyes and think according to what I say. I am too closing my eyes and meditating. So I will utter the verses of loving kindness meditation genuinely, wholeheartedly wish for the happiness of others and wish for the happiness of yourself and others too. So listen to me and think according to what I say. Sit in a comfortable posture. Okay, now let's spread loving kindness. May I be free from anger. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from jealousy. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I live in peace. May I live happily. Now let's wish for the happiness of the beings who are living at the place you are right now. It could be your house. May all beings in this place be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this city. Now children, there are many beings in this city. There are animals, creatures, demons. There are many non-human beings and many human beings also. So try to spread loving kindness to all those beings. Think that there are enormous living beings in this city. Think of them and spread loving kindness. May all beings in this city be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this province be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. May all beings in this province be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this country be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Children, next, we are going to spread loving kindness towards all beings living in this world. So think about the world. Okay, now let's spread loving kindness. May all beings in this world be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in all worlds. Now, children, we should think of all beings in all worlds. Without neglecting anyone, we can spread loving kindness. How fortunate we are. Let's spread loving kindness to all living beings in all worlds. May all beings in all worlds be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings be well and happy. Be well and happy. Now slowly open your eyes. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Namo Buddhaya. Dear children, are you curious to hear about the good deeds that other children have done? I think more than hearing other children's good deed, I think you are more curious and more eager to hear and see what you have done. Don't you have that nature? So, because there's no one pleasant to oneself than anyone in this world. We are very much pleasant for ourselves. Even if we take a photograph with a group of people, and after printing the photograph, or when you see that photograph through a camera or through your smartphones, whom you will look first? Whom you will see first? You will see where you are and how you are. Don't we have that nature, children? We have that. So, our life is very much pleasant for us, more than anything else in this world. So, that's why we suffer a lot when people criticize us. So, when we share the good deeds, be happy and have a happy mind to rejoice in other children's good deed. We are doing this sharing of merit for us to learn. Remember, for us to learn. So if we do good deeds just for the sake of becoming popular, that merit will not become powerful. That will just be action. And your hope should be, after doing good deeds, after sharing good deeds, our hope should be to realize what? To realize the Four Noble Truths, not to become popular. When you do good deeds, Buddha has said already that we can go to any council, to any gathering without fear. And your fame will increase. That will happen for sure. But if you expect that, if you expect just to become popular and to have fame, then you will forget the good results that you will get because of merit. The aim of realizing the Four Noble Truths will be forgotten. Then again you will fall into the samsara. Again you will be born and dead. Again you will get affected by these viruses. Again you will get affected by many viruses and many problems, disasters, volcanoes, bomb blasts, many things. So remember, we are living in this human world with a lot of calamities. So when we hear these calamities and dangers and disasters, we don't think that that could happen to us tomorrow. That's the greatest problem. That's the greatest disaster that we have in our minds. Volcanoes, the natural disasters, bomb blasts, in that way are not major problems. A mind that you think, a person who thinks that nothing will happen to me, no harm will happen to me, it will not happen to us, maybe for the people who are living in other countries. The ones who think like that, that disaster is greater than a volcano. Why? That person will never change his life. That person will not do good deeds with the hope of escaping from birth. So we should learn about samsara, and we should do good deeds to escape from this endless journey of births and deaths that is with full of troubles in life. So today we are going to share a wonderful merit done by our Yasiruputa from Melbourne. Yasiruputa, I think he is studying in grade 6, and he is from Melbourne. So he can do these presentations, nice videos. So we encouraged him to make a presentation for a wonderful sutta called Sudatta. So today you will watch this presentation, you will see this presentation, and then in one of the upcoming programs I will teach you that sermon. After you watch this presentation, I will teach you in detail about this sutta in one of the upcoming programs. So keep in touch, watch Mirror of Dhamma program weekly, then you will develop in what, children? In what you will develop? In wisdom. Is it only wisdom? No, you will develop your confidence towards the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. You will be easily protecting your 5 precepts. You will remember the solutions that you should practice when you face problems in life. And then you will become generous. You won't be greedy. And then you will become wise. Among the people who are crying, among the people who are getting angry at others, among the people who take revenge, you will become a calm person. And once you become calm, others will love you. Others will help you. Others will praise you. Now let's watch what Yasiruputta has done. He has done a nice video and he has done a nice voiceover for it. So if you all also can do presentations like this, write to us. And then if you have any good ideas, let us know. If you do not have good ideas, but yet if you can do presentations like this, we can give you ideas. So write to us. Our email address will appear in the screen. So take down the email address and send to us. Then we can share your good deeds. Then you will be also gaining merit by sharing the Buddha's teachings with others. See how fortunate you all are. See how fortunate you all are. You can gain merit even while you are at home. So if you send something to Shraddha TV, I think more than close to 300,000 people are connected with Shraddha TV. More than that. So let's watch the video now.
Sudatta, Dhamma sermon preached to merchant Anathapindika. Once the householder Anathapindika went up to the Buddha, bowed and sat down to one side. The Buddha said to him, "Householder, when a noble disciple gives food, they give the recipients 4 things. What for? Long life, beauty, happiness, and strength. Giving long life, they have long life as a god or human. Giving beauty, they have beauty as a god or human. Giving happiness, they have happiness as a god or human. Giving strength, they have strength as a god or human." When a noble disciple gives food, they give the recipients these 4 things. Carefully giving food at the right time to those who are disciplined, eating only what others give, you provide them with these 4 things: long life, beauty, happiness, and strength. A person who gives long life, beauty, happiness, and strength has long life and fame wherever they're reborn.
Now the next good deed was sent by some young adults from, once again from Melbourne. So the kids living in other countries, maybe some kids are connected from, some kids are joining from UK, and then from America a few kids, then from Toronto some kids are joining. So share this program with others. This is a wonderful program for me because I get the opportunity to share all the good deeds and teach the Buddha's teachings. And you get the opportunity to learn the Buddha's teachings. So think, if you did not get the chance to hear these Dhamma programs, listen to these Dhamma programs, how much you all would miss in life. So if you really love your parents, if you really love your relatives, if you really love your friends, share these Dhamma programs with them and tell them to write us. So now we have another 2 young adults, Avishka and Thimesha. They are observing 8 precepts to commemorate the Poson Poya, the arrival of Aran Mahinda to Sri Lanka. They say like this. When I say these things, I think you can see the photographs of what they have done. Now see what they have said. We had a very meaningful day. Away from phones, iPad, TV, etc. Even though it's hard to stay away from these things, you feel very happy after. You feel that you had a very meaningful, mindful day. So we are ever so grateful to the Swamin Wahanse, to all the Swamin Wahanses. They have mentioned it to the Swamin Wahanse who conducting these programs. So what I'll do is, I will edit it for everyone to learn, for others too. You should be grateful to all the Swamin Wahanses, to Loka Swamin Wahanse, including other monks and the monks who lived in Australia, and to your parents and to your friends who teaches you Dhamma, and the friends who help you to practice Dhamma. So then I will continue who's conducting these programs and who's behind the scenes for the commitment and effort they put into this. We would like to share all the merit collected with all of them. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So these two young adults, that is a daughter and a son, have gained good merit, and they are eating, being seated on the floor, and they are observing 8 precepts, and they are wearing a white cloth. They are doing all these things at home. So let's observe 8 precepts at home. So we should start a new theme, children, and promote that, observing 8 precepts at home. So try to discuss these things, because you call these things as dasakatha. Talks about virtue, talking about protecting precepts. That belongs to dasakatha, useful talks. Dasakatha is in Meghiya Sutta. You get to learn about 10 useful talks in Meghiya Sutta. So in future you have got a lot to learn, children. I have got a lot to teach you all. Now I have promised many suttas to teach you. So today I have to add another sutta. What's that? Meghiya Sutta. And then the 10 wholesome speech. Dasakatha, or else we can say the useful talks. So try to observe 8 precepts at home. So you can come with a topic called observing 8 precepts at home. That's how a lay person could develop in life. So for today we have these good deeds. So I'm not happy with the kids these days, because during the coronavirus, during the pandemic, when they were locked down, they sent me a lot of emails, their good deeds. But after the school started, I think I'm wondering whether they have given up good deeds, or whether they don't have time, or whether they are not sharing with me. So let me know what has happened to you all. So try to send your good deeds to us to share with other children, and also for you to gain merit. So when you have the responsibility, now remember, all the kids should share merit with us. Can't help. From next program onwards, because I'll be meeting you through the Zoom programs. So when I meet you in the Zoom programs, I will be asking you. Okay, so if you like to be humble and obedient to monks, let's share your good deeds with us, and then one thing, you will be protected, so you will have to do good deeds. How busy you are, you will have to do good deeds. So for next week, I'm expecting more good deeds from you all, with photographs and also with videos, much better. You can do talks, you can share the suttas you have learned so far, you can share what you have learned so far, you can share the good deeds you have done, you can make videos, then you can make presentations, then you can share how you help children in the school, then you can share your good deeds, children. And if you have any special ideas and creating things, and any special ideas you have, any special abilities that you have, no problem. We can share them with you all. Any wonderful thing. It could be not that much related to Dhamma. Maybe it could be something useful for human beings. Something useful in day-to-day life. So try to send your abilities for us. Then you will also develop in your life, and others will also develop, and this program will also become successful. So that's for today, for sharing of good deeds. Namo Buddhaya, Teruvan Saranai. Namo Buddhaya. Children, now we have come to the Q&A, questions and answers. So today I decided to teach you some questions asked by a demon and answers given by the Supreme Buddha. So that will be very useful for you. And then in future, when you want to ask questions like this. If demons asked such questions, if demons asked very meaningful questions, as children, as human beings, we should ask better questions than a demon asked. So, the first question, what's the first question? Saddida vittang purisassa settang. What wealth here is best for man? That was the question asked by who? Demon Alavaka. Then the Buddha said, faith is the wealth here best for man, best for human beings. What is faith, children? Faith means the trust and the confidence you have towards the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, these three things should be in our heart, should be in our mind, always thinking about the qualities of the triple gems. We should understand that it was a Buddha who showed us the right path for the people who were lost in their way. After hearing Dhamma from the Supreme Buddha, some people, some demons, some gods, and even some lay people, after learning Dhamma, they said, Blessed One, it was like you have turned something upright that was turned upside down. It's like lighting a lamp for a one who is in darkness. It's like showing the way for a person who have lost in his way. It's like revealing things that was hidden. So why people said such things? Because normal people can't understand these things. So after hearing the Supreme Buddha's teachings, we should be happy that we were able to develop confidence in the Buddha. And this confidence should be unshakable. This confidence should be very well established. Because sometimes they have this confidence, sometimes they don't have. As long as monks conduct programs, then you have confidence. Then maybe even while monks are conducting programs, if you are busy with other work and school activities, you forget doing wholesome deeds, you don't recollect the Buddha's great qualities, you don't even at least think of the Buddha. You keep on thinking about the video games and then schoolwork, sometimes not schoolwork, not respecting the parents, just living life, just spending days. Remember, if you spend your days in a wrong way, in a meaningless way, remember, if that is done by any person, remember all of those people who are neglecting their responsibilities and just spending time, they are getting closer to death without doing wholesome deeds. Why should you spend this human life in a useless way? So, to develop faith, what should you do? To develop confidence in the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, what should you do, children? You should associate noble friends. When you associate noble friends, you will hear Dhamma. When you hear Dhamma, you will develop faith. There's a wonderful sutta called Avijja Sutta. Avijja Sutta. So Kyle Putta can remind me to teach that in a Zoom meeting. In Avijja Sutta, Buddha preaches the steps, how a person can develop this path of Dhamma, how one good quality is developed by practicing another good quality. So, faith is the wealth best for men. Because once you have confidence in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, you won't do bad deeds, and you'll be diligent in practicing good deeds, and you'll be grateful to people. You will not become greedy. Then you'll become virtuous. Then your mind will become concentrated because you have confidence in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Because Buddha was great in virtue, great in concentration and wisdom. Then the great Arahants were also great, and they developed virtue, concentration and wisdom. So we are following the lives of great Arahants. So
if we maintain and establish, and if we establish in faith very well, in confidence in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, it's like what, children? It's like a strong pillar is grounded in the earth. That pillar cannot be shaken by the winds. But if someone's confidence can be shaken very fast, if the monks are not preaching Dhamma, or maybe if they see some faults in monks, they give up their confidence. It's like dried banana leaves. Banana leaves, when they get dried up, when the leaves of banana trees, when they get old, when the leaves get dry, that can be shaken. Even a small breeze, even for a small breeze, that leaf will shake, will move. So we shouldn't have a confidence like that. So we should have confidence like what? Like a strong pillar that is well grounded on the earth. Now, what do you think about this question and answer, children? I'm very happy about it. Because the question was asked by a demon, the answer was given by a Buddha. Then the second question. King su suchinno sukhamavahati. What well practiced will bring happiness? Now, if you don't like to feel sad, live with sorrow and regret and lamentation and grieve, what should you do? We should do something to gain happiness. What's the answer given by the Supreme Buddha? Dhammo suchinno sukhamavahati. Dhamma well practiced shall bring happiness. Now see, some children, when they send me emails, they joyfully send emails. They joyfully tell their good deeds. But can you send emails about the bad things you have done? Who will respond for those bad emails? Will we read them loud? No. Children, I read one of Theragathas, one of the Arahants Theragatha. It was said, it's like a thief who has been punished for his evil deeds. The people who do bad deeds, they will be punished by the bad karma. Our life is like fruits hanging in a tree. Our life is like some fruits hanging in a tree. Anytime these fruits can fall down. We are having a life like that. So when you know the nature of this life, then you will practice the Dhamma. When you practice Dhamma, how will you experience happiness? For instance, imagine, how will you live happily when you practice Dhamma? Now imagine if someone does something for you to get angry. Rather than getting angry, you will remember about loving kindness. You will remember about the bad karma that Buddha has preached. You will remember that there are bad worlds to be born if you get angry. When you get angry, you will also accumulate another bad karma. Then when you remember these teachings, will you get angry? Will you have any chance to get angry? No. So when you practice Dhamma very well, what would you experience? Happiness. Then when you know that even these beautiful things are also impermanent and these beautiful things will change very fast. Any beautiful thing will become ugly after some time or maybe immediately. So when you know this nature, will you get attached to the beautiful things? No. Why? You know the true nature of the beautiful things. The foolish people who do not know the true nature of beautiful things, they cry for beautiful things. They fight for beautiful things. They quarrel for beautiful things. They steal to get beautiful things. They take weapons to protect beautiful things. And then finally end up in a prison for 20, 30 years. Sometimes throughout the lifetime they end up living in a prison. Then once they start living in a prison, living their lives in a prison, no beautiful clothes. They just get a uniform, just 2 colors. No proper food. Now at home you can tell, okay, Mom, I need this food. Amma, I need this food. Tata, I need this, I need that. But if you do a bad deed and end up in a prison, what will happen to us? The food that is given by the government, you will have to eat. We will be caged. We won't be able to go out. Then imagine if a person get caged like that, get imprisoned like that without knowing Dhamma, how much he would suffer mentally. So just like a thief is punished for his bad deeds, we will get punished for the bad karma. So if we can remember these things, we won't fight for beautiful things. Beautiful things, the nature of beautiful things, when you get, you are happy. When beautiful things are taken away from you, we feel more sadness. When you compare the happiness and the sadness, that sadness can remain for days, and that you will forget that happiness anymore. Even if you try to think of that happiness, the day that you receive this beautiful thing, yet if you try to recall that, it will be difficult to overcome your sadness. Because this happiness that you try to experience from external things is not under your control, are subjected to suffering, remember. So, Dhamma well practiced shall bring happiness. Now when you know that about the human world, when you know about next life, when you know about upcoming births, when you know about past births, when you know about Nibbana, so when you know about all these things, how would you ever suffer from delusion or sadness? Imagine if someone dies. Imagine someone dies. Then that person is born in a bad place, or maybe in a good place. But see, some people, they don't know after their relatives die where they have gone. They keep on crying. But if it was a person who have done good deeds, you can know that he was born in a good world, so you won't cry. Imagine a person was bad in this life, but then he dies. Then he's born in a bad place. What can you do? You can try to offer dana to Mahasangha and share merit with them. Yet if they are born in a place that they can't share merit, then you can practice equanimity. Then you can think yourself, I shouldn't do bad things. Why? I would also suffer like that person. See, the Buddha's teachings can help you to always be mindful and take a message in a good way. Any worse message that you hear can transform to a good message and transform your life to a great extent. That is the great ability of a Buddha. That is the great ability of the Buddha's teachings. Then this demon Alavaka questioned the Buddha like this. King suhave sadhu tarang rasanang. What is the sweetest of all tastes? What is the sweetest of all tastes? Then Buddha replies, Satchang have sadhu tarang rasanang. Truth indeed is the sweetest of all tastes. The truth. What are the truths that we learn? All these things are true teachings. Opposite of hatred is loving kindness. Then the Four Noble Truths. Then once we are born, we get old day by day, we get old day by day, then we get weak, and then we will separate from loved ones, then we will get diseases, we will separate from loved ones, we will mix with people that we do not like, then we won't get what we want, then death. So these are the true things that Buddha realized. Now when we face these incidents, these moments in life, how do we face them with a confident mind? Why do we feel sad? Because of one thing, because of craving. Why do we feel sad when we lose our loved ones? Because of craving. Craving means, children, you try to keep things under your control. You want to keep things the way you want, and then you will get attached to the things around you. So craving means you are getting attached to things. You can't live without them. So craving arises when you see things as permanent. But nothing is permanent in this world. We have the sign that things are permanent and things are under our control. So when you have that sign and those thoughts, craving will arise. So because of craving, we suffer. We cry for things. We fight. And we can't bear the sadness. That's because of craving. So we suffer because of craving. That's the second noble truth realized by a Buddha. Then once the craving is abandoned, suffering is abandoned. When suffering is abandoned, what remains? Happiness. That is the third noble truth. Then the fourth noble truth is there's a beautiful path to eradicate suffering forever. That is the Noble Eightfold Path, consisting with 3 factors. There are 8 factors, but if you divide into 3 sections, that is Sila, Samadhi, Panya. That means virtue, concentration and wisdom. So virtue means protecting precepts. Concentration means you meditate and you calm your mind. Then wisdom means you are seeing things as really they are, understanding the impermanence nature. So then cultivating good thoughts. So to cultivate good thoughts, we need wisdom, because if we can't recognize good thoughts and bad thoughts separately, we won't be able to cultivate good thoughts. So the truth indeed is the sweetest taste, is the sweetest of all tastes. This was said by whom? By the Buddha. Then the demon Alavaka asks, Katanjiving jivitamahu settanti. How lived is the life they say is the best? This is a good question. Then the Buddha preaches, Panya jiving jivitamahu settanti. One living life with wisdom, they say, is best. Wisdom is the ability of recognizing good thoughts, bad thoughts, and abandoning bad thoughts and developing good thoughts. Wisdom is the ability to understand about our life very well. Now imagine, children, if we do not know the true nature of this body, how much we would get attached to this body. Once you know the true nature of this body, we won't get attached to this body. For you to recognize whether you are attached to your body or not attached to the body, wait until someone criticizes you. Wait until someone criticizes your face, criticizes your hairstyle, talk bad about your clothes, talk bad about your figure, about your looks. Then how do you feel? Bad. Why? So is it because of other people are talking bad about you? No, that's because we are attached to our body. So once you are not attached to this body, even if other people criticize you, you don't get angry. Why? You see this body in a true way. What's the true way to see this body? This body is made up with disgusting things. There is urine inside this body. There is phlegm, there is blood, there is urine, there is saliva. Then there's sweat coming out from this body. So when you have a body like that, will you become proud even if you are beautiful? No. How beautiful you are, how rich you are, all of us, we have the same nature. Therefore, one living life with wisdom, they say, is the best. So if you know the true nature of your body, that is the best, children. You can live happily. Even if others corner you, you will understand that, oh, they have cornered a body that has disgusting things. If someone scolds you, you will think, okay, I'm getting scolded. This body, like a garbage, made out with a lot of impurities, getting scolded. So why should I get angry? See the secret to overcome anger. So today, by learning these question and answers from the Alavaka Sutta, may you have the opportunity to develop wisdom and practice Dhamma very well and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Therwan Saranai. Namo Buddhaya. Dear children, now we have come to the session of chanting Paritta. So today we thought of chanting the Mora Paritta, Mora Pirita. So the Bodhisattva Peacock's prayer for protection. So let's chant the Mora Pirita. If you have the Mahamevunava Paritta chanting book, please take it to your hand. Don't keep on the floor. Keep it in your hand and chant the Mora Pirita. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Udetayang chakhumae karaja harissavanno patavipabhaso tantang namassami harissavannang patavipabhasang Tayajja gutta viharemu divasang. The sun, the one king with eyes, rises, spreading golden rays, and illuminating the great earth. I pay homage to you. The sun spreading golden rays, and illuminating the great earth, guarded today by you. May I live through the day. Ye Brahmana Veda Gu Sabba Dhamme, Te me namo te cha mam palayantu. Namathu buddhanang namathu bodhiya. Namo vimuttanang namo vimuttiya. Those arahants who are knowers of all truths, I pay homage to them. May they keep watch over me. Homage to the liberated ones. Homage to the fourfold enlightenment. Homage to the liberated ones. Homage to their liberation. Imang so paritang katva moro charati esana. Having made this protection, the Bodhisattva peacock sets out in search of food. Apetayang chakkhuma ekaraja Harissavanno patavipabhaso Tantang namassami harissavannang patavipabhasang Tayajja gutta vihare muratting. The sun, the one king with eyes, descends spreading golden rays and illuminating the great earth. I pay homage to you. The sun spreading golden rays and illuminating the great earth, guarded today by you. May I live through the night. Ye Brahmana Veda Gu Sabba Dhamme, Te me namo te cha mam palayantu. Namattu buddhanang namattu bodhiya. Namo vimuttanang namo vimuttiya. Those arahants who are knowers of all truths, I pay homage to them. May they keep watch over me. Homage to the enlightened ones. Homage to the fourfold enlightenment. Homage to the liberated ones. Homage to their liberation. Imang so paritang katva moro vasam kappaiti. Having made this protection, the Bodhisattva peacock lived happily. Etena satyena suvatti hotu. By this truth, may their be well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya. Now we should show our gratefulness to the people who have helped us. Children, for this Mirror of Dhamma program, kids are taking part and watching this program from many countries. So with the help of the people working in Shraddha TV and with the great effort of the monks who are dedicating their time and energy to make this Dhamma propagation successful, many people from all parts of the world, from all around the world, are listening to this Dhamma program and developing good qualities. So, to broadcast today's program, a group of people have dedicated their generous donations to Shraddha TV to sponsor for today's program. So they have written to us, they have written to us, they have said, at the conclusion of this program, I would first like to share the merit with all the Brahmas, Devas and Istakami Devas that look over us. May they rejoice in this merit and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. So this is what this group of youth volunteers has written. So by the power of merit we accumulated today, by preaching Dhamma and by practicing Dhamma and by sharing good deeds sent by many children. So may all the gods rejoice in this merit, and may all the gods protect us. May all the gods help us to realize the Four Noble Truths, and may all the gods realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now we should share merit with all the departed relatives. So may all the departed relatives of all of us, the ones who died from coronavirus, and also the relatives we had throughout the samsara, may they rejoice in this merit, may they overcome suffering, and may all the departed relatives of all of us rejoice in this merit and escape from suffering as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And with the blessings of our most venerable, our teacher, our Sarai most venerable Kirivatgoda Jnanananda Mahathera, all these Dhamma propagations are done with our teacher's great blessings. And we were fortunate to preach this Dhamma because we were ordained under a great teacher like that. So may our Kalyana Mitta, Pingat Loka Swamin Wahansa, and may all the monks and nuns of Mahamuna Buddhist monasteries and all the monks and nuns in all over the world rejoice in this merit, and may they realize the Four Noble Truths, and may they have long life, may they have well-being, and may all the monks and nuns realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And many youth, many young adults have sponsored for this program from Melbourne. So in the email it says, in the sharing of merit it says, I would like to share the merit with sons and daughters Chandula, Malit, Avishka, Lutmin, Ruchika, Sarini, Yashodhara, Tilini and Kalani, who are part of Mahamevana Melbourne youth group, who helped sponsor this gift of Dhammadana, this gift of Dhamma. So may those young adults, a good exemplary for the world, during their youth, volunteering for a Dhamma propagation like this to pass the Buddha's message to the whole world. So may those amazing young adults be well and happy. May all their good thoughts come true. May they fulfill the Buddha's path. May they fulfill the Buddha's instructions. And may they become real disciples of the Supreme Buddhas. And may they realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And finally, let us share merit with all the people who are making donations monthly, making monthly donations to Shraddha TV. May they rejoice in this merit as well, and may they be well and happy, have happiness, and may they realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Hope to see you again in next week. And remember to send your good deeds to us, also with photographs and videos and presentations, so that we can share your good deeds in the next program. Namo Buddhaya. Teruvan Saranai.
මෙවැනි වටිනා ධර්මදේශනා නැරඹීමට ශ්‍රද්ධා YouTube චැනලය සබස්ක්‍රයිබ් කර සීනුව ලකුණ ඔබන්න.